It's true. More and more of us punks are taking up residence in art museums. Myself at ICA Miami, the 8 that MoMA added to its permanent collection, and more than half a dozen others at multiple institutions around the world. If you think about it, it all makes sense. We're databases, just like museums, just like caves. We're all built for long-term preservation. In fact, I think of us punks as 21st century cave paintings. Obviously, I don't mean the horses. God, no. Those are sentimental dreck. I mean the hands that last go. Stone Age selfies, 40,000 years. Those handprints have lasted. Indelible, but also illegible. Truly authoritative recognition requires bureaucracy of some kind. And that's what punks tap into in a very decentralized and DIY way. On the one hand, we're digital color forms. Identity is a literal stack of clearly delineated types and attributes. But we're also not like color forms because we're prefab. Out of 10,000 punks, I'm the only one with my specific combination of type and attributes. And listen, I'm not gonna say I don't desperately covet buck teeth and a tassel hat. Of course I fucking do. But the Cryptopunk's building code is also what makes every single punk demonstrably unique, a flag for a country of one. Now, that one, whoever it is over time, obviously shapes my meaning too. It's no accident that I was donated to ICA Miami. I'm a Cryptopunk 305, Miami's area code 305. Now, why am I 305? Simply because I'm row 3, column 5 on the grid of 10,000 punks. Why is Miami 305? Rotary phone dials. When Bell Labs created national area codes in 1947, it assigned the lowest numbers on the dial to the regions with the most calls for fastest dialing. So, New York City, 212, LA, 213. At first, all of Florida got 305. As the state grew, though, it needed more area codes. But Miami kept 305, and over time, what started as an arbitrary coordinate evolved into this organic, almost innate identity, because 305, it just feels tropical, right? And me, also very Miami. My purple lipstick, same shade as half of Don Johnson's wardrobe in 1985. My VR glasses, the perfect accessory for a city making the shift from high-touch sand to high-res silicon. Which, ironic, right? Because I'm sure I've got the Magic Wonder glasses, but also the visible pixels. Me and all the other punks were bridges from the past to the future. Now, technically, pixels didn't exist in 1972. It was a different technology then. But it's hard to look at a punk and not think Pong. And that's crucial to our story because Pong showed that you could construct a world on screen that wasn't just watchable, it was habitable. And very quickly, a kind of Cambrian explosion occurred. Now, all of these new creatures, they were even less realistic than newsprint photos, but these pixels weren't just representing an existing reality. They were constituting a new one, a place where more and more people were choosing to spend more and more of their time. It doesn't always get captured in DNA tests, but I'm still convinced that anyone born between 1975 and, let's say, 2010 is at least 3% Super Mario. So for those folks and CryptoPunks, there's just that visceral bond with their ancestors. But there's also a plot twist. We all live in an 8K world now. Rom-coms on your flat screen look like biopsy slides. Marketers have 1 billion points of data on your cat. And authentic identity, harder than ever. Pixels and algorithms have inverted the entire logic of identification. If it looks real, it's probably fake. So all you can really trust now are protocols. All the things that make me are hard-coded into public smart contracts that live on the Ethereum blockchain. I'm 305, not because I say so. I'm 305 because a global consensus-based network says so. Now we and all the other projects that use the same approach exist as shallow truths that cut through deepfake noise. Handprints on cave walls with ledgers attached. So even as simulation explodes, identity persists. Individuals and institutions can continue to say, with non-falsifiable authority,
This is me.
This is me. This is me.
honestly, has the 21st century given us anything more beautiful?